maybe online course is one of your new attempts.
Yes, that's right. Well, there are thousands of students by now who are following the courses online that I've put on the internet, and so that's an expected result, and this makes me think that pedagogy is evolving. So I have an ambition to make pedagogy evolve, and probably I hope we are on the verge of having a true revolution in teaching. Not only just adapting ourselves to new tools like the internet. There are other things that we can do with that. And also I have a number of books and papers to write. I'm still lagging behind my own schedule. We're all doing this because we accept a number of assignments and we promise that we'll do it, and then investigating takes time. And also then writing and publishing takes time. So I have a workload for about 5 years.
Wow.
But I still ambition to come back to Japan, for sure. Because I go every year, every 2 years. So I'm an addict.
Glad to hear that.
I think it's very important to do two things. First, as you said, to have broad knowledge, so beyond your own specialty. My specialties evolved in life, of course, but I added new specialties and never completely abandoned the former. So that's one thing. The second thing is that you have to go outside and be within, beyond the walls where people are making decisions and making politics. You have to be there. So in the academia there are a number of colleagues who usually teach things on which they have no concrete experience. So I myself was in various positions. I was a diplomat, I was working for foreign affairs in France, I was consulting, and so I've been in. Once you are an insider, you get information, fresh information. And then you also have to make empirical studies. I mean, being a good theoretician is good, it's one thing. You make the buzz on the internet, new concepts, new theory, new explanation. It's good, especially if you do it in English and disseminate it worldwide, from Princeton, Cambridge, or whatever. Now, if you really want to do things which are rewarding for you and will bring something to the others, you have to investigate empirically and collect empirical data. So you see, two things. Horizontally, you have to do many things at the same time, which of course sometimes are weighing on your agenda and time schedule. The other thing is to be both theoretical and empirical. If you can do this, well, that's rewarding.
And that is already part of your routine, everyday life?
Well, for me it works quite well. That's easy, and possibly because I was born like this, I guess. But I guess if you want to do this in good condition, the gimmick is that you have to be able to finish with work which is not yet completed. Switch to another one, do the same with the second, switch to the third one, go back to the first, and start it again exactly at the same point where you were without having time to recover, retrieve, remember, memorize, and if you can do this, you will do it quickly, so you can do many things at the same time. But there are people who are not trained to do this, or have no natural endowment to do this, so their problem is that once they leave something on the desk for a while, then they have to start the whole thing again from scratch. And that's, of course, one of the liabilities that we are facing. And of course, if we do many things at the same time also, this plays a great role in being able to eventually achieve our goals.
That's true.
Yeah, be yourself. You have a personality. Most students are not very confident in their capabilities. They think that what will be expected from them is much larger than what they can bring, which is untrue. I mean, that's completely false, because first, they know a lot, much more than they think. Second, others know less than they show or let people believe. And thirdly, once you are empowered, like being on the professor's chair and address the floor, then things are changing. I mean, you feel much more confident and you express your views plainly, clearly, and smiling, as we've seen this morning, which is, quite change when you are yourself. You are on an equal footing with anybody. That's an important thing. I mean, if you think that the professor is up and you are down, or the guest is someone very prominent and you are just here to listen, of course it won't work. So be yourself, feel comfortable, feel on an equal footing with the people who have a higher status. It's not to be insulting. I mean, of course, it's not the way of being so bold, too bold, etc. It's just to be natural. That's my advice.
Okay.
Reading a paper means that you read it 3 times. The first time you read like this, anywhere, and you get an idea of what the paper is about. Then you let it on the desk for a while. You read other papers. Then you come back to the paper, and then you start underlining things and making notes in the margin and having your own file possibly on your computer. And then the third time again, before you have to use it. So if you don't do this, you don't read a paper. You don't read a chapter of a book. So that's my advice to any student. And read 2 or 3 or several books at the same time, or papers, because there is a law of diminishing returns. You read a book, start well, you're attracted, it's seductive, etc. You understand the pitch of the book. Then after a while, 12 pages, 20 pages, 30 pages, your rhythm of reading and understanding what you read is diminishing. So it's lowering. And what happens at that point, you just stop and switch to another book. And come back to the first, which of course makes a comeback to my previous answer to your question. You have to be able to return to the first book, start at page 12 or 15, and say, well, I remember now, immediately. I don't need more than 2 minutes to go back to where I was, and where I stopped when I was nearly. You have to stop before being exhausted. That's an advice in life also. When you are hungry, you have to stop when you are still hungry. A little hungry. We tend to try to be full before leaving the table. The same with work. When work is not fully done, completed, we tend to stay. But the diminishing return, the law of diminishing return is the law which strikes everyone. When you're just tired, have a break.
I think a lot of AIU students need that advice.
More students, especially in Japan, because you are good, you work hard, and you want to make things according to the expectations of those who assign you things to do. My respect. I mean, it's tradition of being respectful for others, and you have to do it. In Europe, students are more, I would say, not mischievous, but a bit more independent. And they sometimes think that they don't have to go through all the assignments that are given to them. But even then, need this advice.
Okay, thank you. I think we had a good time. I could hear a lot of interesting stories. And
anecdotes, it's also about anecdotes, yes. Which take time to tell, but anyway, thank you very much. I mean, I appreciate this class, and if I may come back, I will.
I'm glad to hear that. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Akita.
And thank you for the filming.
Thank you for the tea. Thank you. Bye-bye.